Welcome to Simple Steps to Success. Today we're going to be looking at module number 4. And today's module is entitled The Secrets to Effective Time Management. I created this module because it's impossible for us to enjoy a better life and feel more inspired if we don't make time for ourselves to learn how to do this. There's a difference also between time management or effective time management and procrastination. So I'm actually going to share with you tools in which you can improve both of them. And as always, these are my own ideas, my own thoughts that have helped me and my clients. They do not reflect the thoughts or opinions of others, and they're only ideas to help you. And always for best results, please start at module number 1 and then work your way forwards. So today's agenda is really going to be on how you can create a powerful but simple way to use your time more effectively. And then I'm going to show you a way where you can stop procrastinating, which is a problem for many of us. I believe if you can use your time wisely, you'll have many more opportunities to do the things that are important and valuable for you. You'll be able to achieve success in your life much faster and with less time and effort. You'll have better experiences with those that you love and care for, and you'll also have higher levels of energy and success. So let's get started. Before we actually get into this module, I wanted to explain to you that I believe we incorrectly have associated the concept of being too busy with feeling important or useful. It's almost like a badge of honor that if we're too busy, we're somebody of great value and of high status. The problem is being too busy can cost us huge in the long term. If you are not able to manage your time well and don't have a balanced lifestyle, there's a lot of people out there who now have health problems because they've never made the time to exercise. There's individuals out there that they don't have time with their family because they're busy working too much. And lastly, we can increase the stress and the anxiety in our lives if we don't figure out how to manage our time well and have time to reflect and relax. However, people who understand time well, they never seem too busy to do the important things in life. If you actually look at them, they have a great family, they have good health, they have time to spend with those that they love, and then also they find that their dreams also get achieved. So this is why I'm having this module here today, because I actually want to show you how this is done. So here's a traditional definition of time management. And basically it states that time management is the process of organizing and planning how you divide your time between specific activities. So I believe that time management is actually a logical problem. So for example, we logically will divide 24 hours in a day to complete our tasks. But this does not solve our procrastination problem. Well, why is that? It's because procrastination is an emotional problem. It becomes very difficult, and in fact, it's impossible to solve an emotional problem with logic. So, what we really need to understand here is that when it comes to procrastination, our subconscious mind is actually running the show. And I believe this is the biggest reason why smart and capable people struggle and fail in life. They're just not able to manage their emotions effectively. They're plagued with too much doubt and fear. So we will look at how to fix procrastination, but what I want to do right now is I'd like to share with you a really powerful but simple step for you to be able to improve your time management. So the first step really is that we want to improve our energy levels. So you might be asking, well, why should we improve our energy levels? And the reason for this is because if we are not focused and we're not alert while we're doing our activities, we're actually wasting time, because we're in a position now to make more mistakes, make more errors. We could probably shut down. Sometimes we'll just lose our attention spans. The other part to effective time management is adopting success habits. So adopting these success habits really boils down to being very clear on your definition of success. So if you're not familiar with what I mean by definition of success, please go back to the previous modules and you'll be able to understand how to create your own definition of success. What you want to do is, when you have figured out your definition of success, then you want to be able to create daily actions that you want to take consistently to help you get closer to your goals or your objectives. So you can see here on this diagram that I'm showing you that effective time management is actually an overlap between having high levels of energy and following success habits. And by the way, I use the word habits is because this is the thing that you should be doing on a daily basis. Just like brushing your teeth and putting your socks on in the morning, you should be following daily habits in the same way that help you get closer to your definition of success. So I want to explain to you a couple of ways where you can actually increase your energy levels. So the first thing is daily exercise. This is great because it increases the amount of oxygen that goes to your brain. A healthy sleep routine is very valuable. Eating healthy is important. Being around optimistic people is one of the best things you can do, because their positive energy and their positive vibe will actually infect you, but in a good way. Another way to do this is to consume uplifting information. So the books you read, the things you listen to, the videos you watch, these are all going to help you with your energy levels. Meditation, prayer, and reflection are also very valuable to help you increase your energy as well. Now, I noticed that a lot of people actually use caffeine, but I actually don't recommend that you drink too much caffeine, because what can happen is that if you are sort of addicted to the caffeine, it's going to affect your sleep, as well as the fact that it could increase your stress and your anxiety levels. And the reason for this is because caffeine is a stimulant, and it can actually increase your adrenaline in your body, which can cause you to experience higher levels of anxiety than you probably want to have in your life. So you may ask yourself, well, how do I build success habits? So to build success habits, what you want to do is you want to be able to think of your definition of success and then reflect on what is one or two or maybe three activities that could actually help you get closer to your definition of success. So when you're able to isolate these daily activities, pick the most important one and then follow this activity on a regular basis for 30 days. And after 30 days, it probably will become a habit, and it'll be much easier, and you'll be able to achieve your definition of success with much less effort and resistance in your life. So here's a definition of procrastination that I thought was really good. Basically, it's by Christopher Parker, and he says, procrastination is like a credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill. So I like this quote because the honest truth is that if we are not taking action now, we're going to pay the price in the future. So let's go back to our iceberg image here. And we can see here that the conscious mind is at the top of the surface and the subconscious mind is below the surface. And we can also see that the subconscious mind is the emotional mind, and it makes up for 90% of our mind. And this is why we procrastinate. Because procrastination is an emotional problem, which means it's being affected, or it means that the subconscious mind is actually running the show here. So what we want to do here is we want to understand that if we're going to fix our procrastination problem, we need to start using emotions in a very effective and a deliberate way to deal with us not taking action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some tips on how we can use our emotions effectively to get ourselves to start taking action. So the first thing I would recommend is revisit your definition of success. And just by looking at your definition of success, it should motivate you. And if it doesn't, take another look at it and revisit it, because it should be exciting and very inspirational for you. Another way to get yourself to take action is to start attaching a penalty to not taking the action that you want. So for example, let's say you want to lose weight. Well, maybe what you should do is not actually go ahead and give yourself a reward until you actually are able to do the task that you want to do. So instead of watching Netflix, for example, what you want to do is you're going to go for a walk. But if you don't go for a walk, then there's no Netflix. And on the flip side, if you actually do the activity that you know you should be taking, what you do is you attach a reward to it. So if you want to lose 20 pounds, and that means that you have to go for a walk, and then after you go for a walk, then you watch Netflix, not only will Netflix seem like the best episode you've ever watched, but you'll also be able to attach a very positive emotion to taking the action that you want to take. Now, if this doesn't do it for you, another thing you can do is actually associate what you could lose in the short run and in the long run if you don't take the actions that you need to take. So you may want to consider things like, if you don't take the action now, maybe you'll lose your self-confidence in the future. Maybe you're not going to perform as well as you could in your job. Maybe you could get sick and have health problems. So these are things that you want to consider if you don't take the action that you know you should. And then what I would do is I would take a list of all this information, and then I would actually review it on a regular basis. Because when I review this on a regular basis, I'm now affecting my subconscious mind, and through those emotions, I'm going to get myself to take action. And again, it'll be really weird because you'll be taking these actions and not even logically understand sometimes why you're taking the actions. You'll just feel that you want to do these things. So before we actually end here, what I want to do is give you an exercise as always. And the exercise is, I would like you to look in your life and ask yourself, where are you not using your time wisely? And then what I'd like you to do is ask yourself, how can I fix this? So maybe what this means is that you actually need to increase your energy levels. Maybe this means that you need to create some better habits in your life. Or maybe this means you need to start adjusting your emotions that you associate towards taking these activities. Okay, so we're done for the module today. I just want to summarize what we've discussed. So the first thing we looked at what time management is. And we said that time management is actually a logical issue, but procrastination is an emotional issue. And we can't solve an emotional issue with logic. The second thing we looked at was I gave you 2 powerful ways to improve your time management skills, and that is by increasing your energy levels and your success habits. And then lastly, we looked at how to stop procrastination, and that is by appealing to your emotions to get yourself to take the action. So you want to look at the rewards you'll get from taking the action and the penalty or the discomfort you'll get from not taking the action. Okay, so thank you very much, and we will see you in the next module.